Swami Vivekananda. Earlier, he was known as Narendra. He was an Indian Hindu monk and a chief disciple of the 19th century Indian mystic Ramakrishna. He was born on January 12, 1863, Calcutta, Bengal Presidency, British India. His father's name was Vishwanath Datta and mother's name was Bhubaneswari Devi. He was born in a caste family. His father was an attorney at the Calcutta High Court, and his mother was a devout housewife. He was the sixth of his 10 siblings. He acquired his preliminary education in 1871, at the age of 8, from Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar's Metropolitan Institution. Narendra completed his graduation in 1884 in arts from the Presidency College, Calcutta. Narendra met Ramakrishna in 1881 at Dakshineshwar. During this time, Narendra was undergoing a time of spiritual crisis. It was his famous question to Sri Ramakrishna, "Have you seen God?" Ramakrishna did not convince Narendra completely at the first go. But after noticed some great virtue of Ramakrishna, he became a frequent visitor to Ramakrishna. After the tragic death of his father, he came closer to Ramakrishna and received help to move out of his spiritual crisis situation. In 1885, Ramakrishna was diagnosed with throat cancer. Then Narendra took great care of his master and nursed him with utmost devotion and love. Before renouncing body, Ramakrishna made Narendra the leader of a new monastic order. Post the death of Ramakrishna, Narendra along with his young disciples began to live at Baranagar. In 1887, he took the formal vows of sannyasa, thereby assuming new names. Narendra came to be known as Swami Vivekananda. In 1888, to profess the message of Ramakrishna to the world, Swami Vivekananda resolved to embark on a journey, extensively exploring India in the initial years. He walked on foot, lived on alms, and led a life of a wandering monk. By this time, he understood that the masses require two kinds of knowledge. One which allowed them to improve their economic condition. The second which helped them to build faith and strengthen their moral sense. To accomplish his goal of bettering the life of the masses, Swami Vivekananda aimed at initiating an organization. In 1893, he traveled abroad for the first time to be a part of the world's Parliament of Religions. At the Parliament, Swami Vivekananda became known as the orator of divine right and messenger of Indian wisdom to the Western world. Then he traveled in the eastern part of United States and London to spread the message of Vedanta. Upon returning to India in 1897, he initiated Ramakrishna Mission, an organization which propagated the teaching of practical Vedanta and commenced various forms of social service. In 1898, Swami Vivekananda acquired a huge property at Belur, which became a permanent abode of the monastery and monastic order. The place became known as Ramakrishna Math and was open to all men. Swami did not marry at all. He died at Belur Math, Bengal Presidency, British India on 4 July 1902 at the age of 39.